feel special, so it's cool.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the University of Adelaide graduation ceremony. This morning's ceremony is for graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Business, Law, and Economics. The ceremony will commence very shortly. The university has a contract photographer to provide photography services during the ceremony, and we are also recording a video which is being live streamed and will be available on the website at a later date. As such, if you wish to take photos, we would ask that you do so discreetly from your seat, and please do not use flash. To maintain the ceremony's sense of occasion, we would ask you to all take a minute now to ensure that your phones are on silent or turned off. In the case of an emergency, please follow the direction of staff members. The emergency assembly point is the Goodman Crescent Lawns to the western side of Bonython Hall, and the evacuation plan can be found on page 9 of the program. As you're all aware, COVID is still in our community. As such, we strongly recommend the wearing of masks in this ceremony, however, they are not required. We would also like to take a moment to say that anyone who has any COVID symptoms, is awaiting test results, or has recently tested positive, we would ask that you please vacate the building immediately. Food and drink is not permitted inside Bonython Hall. If you do have any food or drink, particularly coffees, please advise our staff and we will dispose of these for you. For safety reasons, guests are not to enter the galleries upstairs, and please do not sit on the steps in the balcony area or block any of the aisles in the hall. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony. The academic procession is about to enter the hall. We will be singing the National Anthem, the words of which are on page 8 of the programme. Please now stand if you are able for the academic procession and remain standing for the National Anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. I, Catherine Branson, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, declare open this congregation, convened for the purpose of presenting degrees. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, relatives, particularly those of you graduating today, welcome to the University of Adelaide's graduation ceremony. Gana Miana, Gana Yata Nadlu Thambandi. In English, we recognise this land as Ghana land. We acknowledge the Ghana people, past and present, the original custodians of the Adelaide Plains, and thus of the land on which all of the University of Adelaide's campuses are built. We acknowledge the Ghana people's ongoing spiritual connection to this beautiful land. Graduates' graduation ceremonies are happy and important occasions. It's important to recognise achievement and to recognise success. We remember that education is not only a private good for those who receive it and benefit from it, it's a public good as well. Academic achievement, we know, involves hard work, dedication, and determination. It should be a source of satisfaction to you, as your success is a source of satisfaction to the University of Adelaide. Graduation ceremonies for many mark times of transition in their lives. For you, some of you, it will be a time of transitioning from the life of a student to the life of full-time professional employment. For others of you, it will mark a shift from undergraduate study to postgraduate study. For others, perhaps moving into early career research careers. Whatever change now comes over your lives, whatever transition you are now experiencing because of the award you'll receive today, we know that the education you've received here, the experiences you've had at the University of Adelaide, the friendships you have made, will all stand you in good stead, not only in your future professional life, but I'm sure also in your personal life. I now call on the Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Peter Hoy, to present the candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you an outstanding candidate for admission to the honorary degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa, Ms. Ulrike Klein. This award recognizes Ulrike's significant contribution as a South Australian business leader and her service to and philanthropic support of South Australia's performing and visual arts, particularly classical and chamber music. Originally from Germany, Ulrike Klein learned violin as a child and studied horticulture and pedagogy at Leibniz University, Hanover, and Leuphana University of Lüneburg in Germany. She then worked as a primary school teacher, horticulturalist, and botanist. After immigrating to Australia from Germany in 1983, Ulrike co-founded the acclaimed South Australian biodynamic skincare company Duolique in 1985. Under her leadership and horticultural expertise, Duolique grew from a small family business into a successful global brand. Over a decade, Duolique grew to employ more than 200 people across Australia with more than 30 retail outlets, exporting to 18 countries. Global success in business has enabled Ms. Klein to give back to the community through her invaluable philanthropic support for many of South Australia's cultural organisations. Stepping away from Duolique when it was sold in 2004, Ulrike Klein has continued to make a significant contribution to the South Australian community through her patronage and advocacy for the performing and visual arts. She founded Noringa Arts in 2009, which later became Eucharia. In 2015, she established the environmentally sustainable Eucharia Cultural Centre, which was purpose-built for chamber music and has become an iconic destination for artists and audiences from all over Australia and overseas. In 2009, she launched the Guadagnini Quartet project, a $6 million campaign to acquire a quartet of instruments by the master luthier J.B. Guadagnini. This project is one of the most significant philanthropic projects in Australia's musical history and will have a direct and lasting benefit for Australian musicians in perpetuity. The instruments are currently on loan to the Australian String Quartet, based here at the University of Adelaide's Elder Conservatorium of Music. This is a truly wonderful gesture. Ulrike has served as a board member of the Australian String Quartet and the Adelaide Festival of the Arts, and has been recognised for her significant contributions through various awards and honours. She was the joint winner of the Premier's Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2016 Ruby Awards, which celebrate the best of South Australia's arts and culture, and she was inducted onto South Australian's Women's Honour Roll in 2015. She was honoured as a champion of entrepreneurship at the Ernst & Young 2019 Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. In 2018, Ulrike was named in the Australia Day Honours as an Officer of the Order of Australia for distinguished service to the performing and visual arts through philanthropic support for a range of cultural organisations, particularly to classical and chamber music and to the skincare manufacturing sector. Ulrike Klein's passion for nature and deep love of music have been evident both in her business endeavours and philanthropic vision. She was a pioneer in the cosmetics industry in Australia, and her hands-on approach, service and philanthropic support of South Australia's creative and performing arts over many years have created a lasting legacy and enriched Adelaide and South Australia's arts and cultural landscape. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present to you Ms. Ulrike Klein, Officer of the Order of Australia, for admission to the honorary degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa.
I'm now delighted to present to you today's graduation orator. It is, of course, Dr. Ulrike Klein.
I acknowledge and pay my respect to the Ghana people, their traditional custodians whose ancestral land we are gathering on. Dear Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, the Honourable Catherine Branson, AC, QC, dear Vice Chancellor and President Professor Peter Hoy, distinguished guests, member of staff, and most importantly, dear graduates. It is my joy and pleasure to acknowledge today's celebration. You all have achieved a milestone on your life's journey. You have worked hard and with dedication towards this achievement. I congratulate you all wholeheartedly. With gratitude, I am standing in front of you to receive the recognition of an honorary doctorate at this stage of my life. It is a moment for me to reflect, to look back. What has brought me here? What is the purpose, the theme of my life? Søren Kierkegaard says, life only can be understood backwards, but we need to live it forward. Looking back, I realize how life has guided me and at the same time, how I have made courageous decisions. Today I see that I always took the road less traveled by, as the title of M.S. Peck's book says. Being a free spirit, finding my own way is who I am. It is not an easy road, but it is mine. Being born towards the end of the Second World War, my childhood was difficult. It was a time of survival and building an existence on the ruins of the war. I was a dreamer, being drawn to music and art. Getting lost in the beauty of nature did not meet my father's expectations, who his daughter should be. From early on, I was an outsider. After finishing school, I was lost. What should I do? So I adhered to my father's wish, and I studied horticulture. The 3 years at university opened a new world for me. I especially loved botany and the excursions into different habitats. My love for nature deepened. I studied diligently for my diploma. And then a big roadblock, an abyss in front of me opened. Was this what I wanted from my life? Was horticulture not the dream of my father, who built a successful business building glass houses and nurseries all over Germany? I felt trapped, imprisoned. What was my way out? I simply did not sit my exams. I became a dropout. It was a scary jump. With my decision to become a teacher, to study pedagogy, I was on my own. My father disapproved. His daughter, a teacher? The connection was broken, but I was free. Life was hard. I felt guilty and fragile. I had entered into a world I belonged to: philosophy, literature, pedagogy, and the arts. I threw myself into my studies. I lived life my way. I loved being a teacher, working, creating, exploring with my students. I know I made a difference to their lives. I inspired them to the beauty of nature, the endless discovery of learning, the joy of creating, finding new ways. These were happy years. Dear graduates, today the doors into the world are opening for you. What are the gifts you are bringing with you? Einstein said, I think the most important question facing humanity is the universe a friendly place? This is the first and most basic question all people must answer for themselves. I believe in our time, Einstein's question is more relevant than ever. How can we all make a difference? How can we contribute? Which pathway do we choose? Do we fit in or dare to be authentic? Einstein said, the true science of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. What is imagination? It is the power of forming mental images, a creative ability, being curious, seeing what is not, dreaming, having a vision. Looking back at my life, I learned that I am a visionary, daring to have big dreams, having the ability to communicate my vision, being open-minded and humble to get the help and guidance I realize I need to realize them. I believe miracles happen when we dare to dream big, having courage to take risks into the unknown with both feet on the ground. When we are willing to find new ways, incorporating the wisdom of the past. Against all odds, Jürgen Klein and I realized our vision to create and manufacture natural skincare in the 80s. We founded Jolique. We knew in our minds and hearts that natural products would be the future. We were pioneers, finding a way to contribute, to be game changers. What guided me towards the vision to build Ucaria, a cultural center in the Adelaide Hills, with a small concert hall at its heart? It was my love for music and my belief that culture, music, art are intrinsic to who we are as people, that music and art enrich and transform us as humans and change our society and the world we live in. My commitment to make a difference inspired me towards a better, my commitment to make a difference, to inspire towards a better and more beautiful world allowed me to found Ucaria. Today, Ucaria is the place in nature, valuing above all artistic freedom, creativity, inspiring artists and audiences from all over the world. Going back to Einstein's question, is the world a friendly place? I believe I believe in the goodness of humanity. I am an idealist. As an optimist, I always see opportunities arising. When presented with a difficulty, my question is, what is the way around it? The German poet Rilke said 1875 in the letter to a young poet, "Live your questions now. Don't seek answers. You would not be able to live them. Try to love the questions themselves, like locked rooms." Asking questions has become, again and again, part of me. I ask myself, who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here in this life at this time? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Is there another way? What makes me alive? What gives me joy? When applying to be granted DGA1 status in 2009 for the acquisition of a quartet of rare Italian instruments, I wrote in the application to the Minister of the Art that I would build a cultural center in 2009. A cultural center? Where did that dream, that word come from? The question rested with me for 6 years in my unconsciousness. How would I fulfill this promise? Today, the promise is fulfilled. Ucaria is a cultural center, a gathering place for music, art, culture, community. That all sounds like a fairy tale happening miraculously. Be assured, it was a journey of working diligently with perseverance, applying myself fully in everything I do. And at the same time, having always the big picture in mind, seeing the lighthouse ahead. Looking back, I see that the most of what I do arises from my commitment to contribute, to make a difference. Jolik and Ucaria are founded exactly 30 years apart, and they have an identical DNA, the same values of care, integrity, courage, and inspiration, aiming to inspire. Dear graduates, today your journey into life begins. It will be a journey of learning. I wish you all success. Find reward in all you do. I wish you the joy of being curious and creative, to be excited and passionate about what you do. No amount of financial reward will compensate you for a life doing something you don't enjoy. Keep your eyes open. Have a beginner's mind. Question everything you do. What meaning does it have for me? Never believe you have arrived. On your life's journey, dare to ask, is there something else? You might remember as a child, I was drawn towards the world of art, beauty, creativity. Today, I know that there's another dream alive in me, realizing my unlived life, the life of creating, learning, reading, studying, writing. I was scared to start my journey into the unknown, but I knew miracles would happen when I dare to take courageous step. As Lao Tzu says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. I'm taking the first step towards a new chapter in my life. My congratulations to all of you. May you find your way into the future with a commitment to make a difference. Thank you.
On behalf of the graduates and their families attending today's ceremony, I would like to thank Ulrika Klein for her stimulating and inspiring address. It was really lovely. We are honoured that you have taken the time to join us on this special day to share with us your thoughts and experiences. Your words of encouragement and advice are greatly appreciated. They remind us that education places upon each of us an enduring responsibility to make the best possible use of our talents and to contribute to the betterment of society in whatever way we can. Please join me once again in thanking Ulrika.
I will now receive the candidates for degrees. I call on the Vice-Chancellor and President.
Chancellor, I, Professor Peter Hoy, Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, certify to you and the whole university that the graduates who will be presented to you have all fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the award for which they are so presented.
I, Catherine Branson, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, by virtue of the power committed to me by the University, confirm that each graduate is admitted to the rank and privileges of a holder of the award in the University of Adelaide for which they are so presented. I call on the head of the School of Humanities, Professor Jennifer Clark, to present the graduate.
Chancellor, I, Head of the School of Humanities, Professor Jennifer Clark, present to you graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Business, Law and Economics. To the Diploma in Languages, Lachlan Alexander Aegis. To the Diploma in Arts, Aaron Paul Ivory. And Dagmar Therese Morello. To the degree of Bachelor of Sociology, Chen Hoijin. Donna Marie Curry. Abigail Grace Hogarth. And Nicholas Edward Hustler. To the degree of Bachelor of Social Sciences, Dina Daniela Bibsoff. Amber Jessie Barrow. Rachel Emily Pearce. And Emily Rassick. To the degree of Bachelor of Philosophy, Politics and Economics, Declan Lucas Donohoe Hoare. Ethan Trent Lees. Rachel Rose Stanley. And Andrew James Thompson. To the degree of Bachelor of Peace and Conflict Studies, Leah Catherine Dunn. Michaela Tovo. And Isabella Wilson. To the degree of Bachelor of Media, Imad Abdul Shakur. Freeman Alond. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bradley Joel Bashara. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Liana Borisyuk. Thomas James Clark. Edward Nicholas Timothy Kopas. Laura Craig. Rebecca Grace Crawley. Eliza Jane Day. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Francesco Di Zazzo. Quinn An Do. Alicia Brooke Dobson. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Ikaya Verity Evans. Samuel William Cowan Fisher. Georgia Fitzgerald. Michael Jenrick. Zoe Gomez. Zachary Shinji Hartnett. Grace Margaret Lucy Heim. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Rose Ann Maguire Hernan. David Joshua Howard Jones. Han Aisha Huyen. Cameron Miles Jew. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of International Studies, Benjamin Jong. Travis Alfred Maloney. Anna Marku. Alicia Marku. Elisa Leonie Maywald. Jasbo McInnes. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Taylor Mackay. Stella Cleland Nadyboom. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Emily Alice Jean Nelson. Noah Thomas Piper. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Shannon Rawlings. Inka Robst Lyon. Dallas Eli Rogers. Annika Elizabeth Rolfe. Alexander David Sanderson. Neil Christopher S. Soriano. Ruby Stevens. Charlotte Rose Terrell. Tao Tran. Yanping Joshua Tsi. Also receiving the Diploma in Arts, Jacob Robert Tyler. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of International Relations, Ava Zavaria Viscariello. Lakeisha Rose Watkins. Neve Elizabeth Wood. And Alicia Joy Young. To the degree of Bachelor of Languages, also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Marie Assunta Carmela Blafari. Also receiving the Diploma in Arts, Marie Yan Huang. Joanna Alana Kovalenko. Sebastian Mosquera. And Vanessa Tran Vu. To the degree of Bachelor of International Relations and also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Isabella Sienna Cowie. Also receiving the Diploma in Arts, Mirko Di Giacomo. Madeline Emily Ferret. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Maeve Ashlyn McNeilage. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Catherine Jane Muriladelis. Isabella Zoe Rita Simris. And Georgia Chen. To the degree of Bachelor of International Studies, also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Benjamin James Abraham. Also receiving the Diploma in Languages, Matthew Allen Butler. Mona Ghaffari. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Felicity Claire Waters. To the degree of Bachelor of International Development, Tiffany Peter Babbage. Courtney Bishop. Zali Di Pizzoli. Jason Ralph Fast. Sarah Ruth Hayden. Madeline Ruth Hosking. Kirby Jemima Smith. And Elizabeth Arne Woolmer. To the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Policy and Management, Mariana Cortez Lozano. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of International Development, Luisa Adele Gonzalez. Jamie Christopher Hodge. Joy Lim Jia Le. Daniel Edward Mazelja. Madison Oates. Kira Larissa Page. Riley Sanderson. Caitlin Grace Smith. Muhammad Alif Utama. And Lexi Renee Virgin. To the degree of Bachelor of Criminology, Sarah Al-Mufti. Chloe Elizabeth Anderson. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of Sociology, Bridget Belton. Kayla Brown. Ali Buckskin. Zoe Maria Butcher. Olivia Jade Elizabeth Charlton. Phoebe Anya Clutterbuck. Faustina Zoe Condon. Megan Louise Cook. Georgia Devine. Jake Stephen Field. Kazarina Elaine Fran. Also receiving the degree of Bachelor of International Relations, Ellie Jane Frost. Catherine Marie Harris. Charlotte Paula Hill. Paige Tiana Hill Mello. Harris Kosovac. Mariah Kiriakou. Men Tial Lian. Alexi Jordan Lusher. Victoria Mazzagatti. Jade Brooklyn Moore. Stefano Luick. Gabriella Jade Honorato. Jasmine Amy Reish. Sarah Claire Rubenstein. Serena Aisha Miriam Shaheen. Savannah Jane Schillerbeer. Harold Brecken Spanner. Dylan David Steele. Piper Rose Wibley. And Stefano Zaccanini. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Media, Tyson Jacquia. and Brittany Cherie Pfeiffer. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Languages, Tanya Claire Jeffries. To the honours degree of Bachelor of International Relations, Jahanvi Bahadraj. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Environmental Policy and Management, Charles Hugo Frost. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Criminology, Georgia Rose Bailey. Amber Louise Doyle. Jacqueline Rose Ford. And Jessica Rose Langley. To the Graduate Diploma in Media, Strategic Communication, Alice Amelia Kerr. And Lucy Sladdick. To the Graduate Diploma in Art History, Melanie Denise Bone-Manser. To the degree of Master of Media, Strategic Communication, Malika Pankaj Marwa. And Abdullah Zubey Sheikh. To the degree of Master of International Security, Patrick Liam Tierney Saunders. And Artataya Surya Sensni. To the degree of Master of Environmental Policy and Management, Holly Kate Arthur. Charlotte Leah Rosa de Wolf. Virginie Anne de Crook. Alexandra Jane Kirkman. Ethan Lachlan McKerrath. Jacob Iyakim Melville Smith. Emma Mary Steele. And Sophie Louise Winsborough. To the degree of Master of Arts, Interpreting, Translation and Transcultural Communication, Liu Hung. Chuzhu. Yangjing. Yo Ilun. To the degree of Master of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Sex in Suetonius, Sexual Material as a Characterization Device for Tyrannical Emperors, Tamara Jade Bremmett. For a thesis entitled Romantic and Socio-Sexual Scripts in 18th Century Britain, Lani Jerby. And for a thesis entitled Normative Uncertainty and Information Value, Riley Kent Warland Harris. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled Effects of Urban Periodic Markets on Rural Development in Ghana, a Rural Web Analysis, Godfred Adai. For a thesis entitled Neoliberalism, Rights and the Vernacularisation of Social Policy in Nepal, Alexia Jane Adhikari. For a thesis entitled The Co-option of Grammatical Resources Between Languages, a focus on English and Czech, Chloe Michelle Castle. For a thesis entitled Philanthropy and the Ethical State, the Role of Philanthropy and its Relationship with Government in Australia, Elise Mary Chapman. For a thesis entitled The Violet Hours, Annabelle Edwina Everts. For a thesis entitled A Story in an Obscure Corner of the Front Page, Patricia Highsmith, Pamela Moore, Joyce Johnson, and the Negotiatory Politics of Sexual and Gender Insubordination in Post-War America, Azadeh Feridoon Poor. For a thesis entitled Navigating Deafness and Cochlear Implants, Parents and Young Adults' Experiences in an Australian Setting, Claire Elizabeth Harris. And for a thesis entitled Poétique du neutre et question de l'être dans l'œuvre poétique d'André Chédid et de Jean Benguigui, Melanie Maillot. And for a thesis entitled Beyond the Tree of the Living Dead, a rhizoanalysis of Japanese cinematic zombies, Guillaume Christophe Patrice Vetou. Chancellor, this concludes the graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Business, Law and Economics, and for this ceremony.
Chancellor, it's with great sadness that I now ask you to take a moment to remember Spencer George Fulgrape, who passed away last year. To accept Spencer's award of the Bachelor of Media is Julie James. Chancellor, this concludes the graduates for this ceremony.
I'm now very pleased to present to you Serena Aisha Miriam Shaheen, who was presented this morning with the Bachelor of Criminology. Serena will now give the valedictory address on behalf of the cohort of graduates who received their awards today.
Good morning to our Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, academic staff, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. It is an absolute honour to be standing up here today delivering this address. Congratulations. Graduating here today is such an amazing achievement for each and every one of us. The early morning lectures and late night dives on library search has finally paid off. Today, I want to draw focus to where do we go from here. Reflecting on your experiences, challenges, and triumphs over your time studying is key in making that decision. I have no doubt that everyone here has had a vastly different university experience. Between studying, the steady stream of assignments, work, family, friends, relationships, it's been a full couple of years. But we all share one experience, that all our individual experiences have led us here today. For me, the challenges are my standout memories. I was one of those people who thought 9 a.m. lectures were a great idea. Get your content done first thing in the morning, try and line up a tute later the same day, and use the time in between to do assignments. Great idea in theory, but it could be exhausting at times. Even though this was a challenge, there were constants that I could rely on. For those early lectures, I knew Ruthie would be playing music as everyone got settled in, or that everyone in that lecture theatre chose to be there in that early class, coffee in hand, of course. And finally, I was surrounded by like-minded people, eager to learn something new. Another experience that has stuck with me, as I'm sure it has many of you, is the hours upon hours spent on databases, reading through countless peer-reviewed journal articles. Whether it was for weekly readings or assignment research, this was a heavy task to start off with. However, eventually it became second nature, especially if the topic was scratching your brain the right way. Next thing you know, you're watching documentaries like The Social Dilemma and thinking about surveillance and big data, or the Ted Bundy tapes and thinking about commodification of crime and celebrity. Gradually, we became more aware of the processes in our everyday lives. All the challenges you have faced, decisions you've made, and even topics you chose for assignments have helped each and every one of us develop and grow our skills and find our passions and interests. Whether you were actively aware of it at the time, you did learn how to use SPSS, interpret qualitative and quantitative data, form research questions, and carry out the appropriate methods of research and analysis. You were given the opportunity to learn in depth about our social, cultural, political, and prison systems, to see the pros and cons, and to recognise what might need to change. We got to go on internships and see what jobs in the field might look like. For me, this completely helped inform my next steps. I'm here with you today graduating from a Bachelor of Criminology. However, I also completed a Bachelor of Psychological Science. Between both these degrees and the encouragement from the faculties and my tutors, I realised just how vast the opportunities were to explore so many different subject areas and find what I enjoyed. Between psychology, anthropology, sociology, politics and security, research methods, internships, GIS, the list goes on and on. Each and every area provided the opportunity not just to learn something new, but to question the way you think and to encourage you to approach situations from various points of view. Throughout criminology, I did an internship at the Australian Friends of Palestine Association and wrote a research paper on the truth in product of origin labelling, or lack thereof. Here I enhanced my passion for political justice. Through psychology, I did an internship at Childhood Cancer Association. There, my interest grew from just psychology to medicine. The university and the skills I was able to grow and develop through the courses and opportunities here, in addition to the incredible support for my parents, siblings, and friends, helped me excel through my studies, and now I know where I go after walking out of this hall today. The University of Adelaide and the Bachelor of Criminology has prepared us to push boundaries, question everything, and be vessels of change. Most importantly, it has prepared you to make an informed decision on what you do next. Once again, I bring forward the idea. Our common experience is that all our individual challenges, experiences, and achievements has brought us to this graduation ceremony here today. No matter what you decide to do from here, whether you're working in the field, continuing your studies, or like me, starting something completely new, your time here has prepared you and guided you to that decision, and that is invaluable. Once again, a massive congratulations to all my fellow graduates. Thank you.
It now gives me great pleasure to congratulate as a group all of those who graduated this morning. Be proud of what you've achieved, but remember those who supported you along the way. For most of you, it will be your family, your friends, your colleagues, and also the fine staff of this world-class university. I wish you every success as you enter this new stage of your life and career. As graduates of the University of Adelaide, you are now its alumni also and its ambassadors. Over the years since this university was established, its alumni have made enormous contributions to their communities all around the world. Today, you join this community of more than 150,000 alumni of this university to be found in more than 147 countries of the world. We have 21 global alumni networks, and 8 of them are international networks. I hope you'll give some thought to joining one of those networks and remaining in touch with your university. Let me now thank the Mace Bearer, Claire Harris, and the valedictorian, Serena Shaheen, and all who assisted in the organisation of this event. Could I now ask that the graduates remain seated while I invite the rest of the audience, who comfortably can, to stand and join me in one last applause for the success of those who graduated today. Would the audience please remain standing? And I invite the graduates to now stand for the academic recession. Once the academic recession has left the hall, I ask that our guests remain at their place and the staff of the university will assist them to leave the hall in an orderly way. I now declare this congregation adjourned.